Good morning. As you can see, I'm not at home again, so I won't be able to show you the cards as I do, but we'll still get through a reading the best way we know how. Firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you've just come on board, welcome, and for all of those who've been with me for such a long time, welcome back. I just want to have a few updates. One is just be watching for scammers at the moment. I've got them everywhere. I've got them on my TikTok, on my Instagram. Please ignore them, report them, whatever you need to do, but don't get sucked into buying something thinking it's me. First off, they're offering palm readings. I don't do palm readings. But the main thing to remember is that I don't go after you for money. It's for me, it's about you coming to me. So you get to pick who you want a reading from. It's not something that's enforced on you. So if you do want a reading with me, you can go via my website at www.theaussiegoddess.com, or you can email me directly. It's the only way I give readings out, other than the occasional phone call. Mostly local people do that, but either one of those options. I will be going live today on YouTube at 12 o'clock. I'm actually thinking shifting that forward and bringing it around to about 11 o'clock in the day, but I'll have to see how that goes. I went live the other day at 9 and seemed to have a really good response, so I thought maybe it's a better time to go early, but I'll work on that. Failing that, I might do the evenings. The other thing people have been asking me for is to do another Facebook Live, so that's on my list of things to do too. So, but let's get into your reading for today. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot for your reading. I do want to say a special thanks to Caitlin too, because she helps me with the YouTube lives. She acts as the protector of all things Aussie Goddess. So she makes sure that you know what you're doing. She makes sure that she checks everybody on the page to make sure they're legitimate, and she'll let me know if they're not. So thanks, Caitlin. Appreciate your help with that. All right. And I sent all the cards out now, so all the cards have gone bar one to the lovely person who lives in Ireland. Apparently we don't have any mail deliveries to Ireland at the moment, but as soon as we can get them up and running, I'll get your parcel out there. It is still sitting there. It hasn't gone anywhere. I've kept it for you. It will come when it's when we open the gates to Ireland, apparently. So I don't know what that's all about. All right, let's get into this reading. All right, so we're starting off, wow, with the Wheel of Fortune. There's been a lot of positive cards come through this week, and a couple of readings I did where I think every card just had this beautiful level of positivity to it. The Wheel of Fortune for me is a beautiful card. I mean, sometimes it can sort of talk about, you know, things perhaps not going in your favor. Sometimes it does have a little bit more of a negative energy, but I feel like this week everything around the cards is very lively and very positive. Let me just pull that down a little bit. I bought a new ring light and it's incredibly bright. And this is just beautiful to start the day, because this tells me here that something's about to change, something's about to take place. There appears to be, as we're seeing very much in the readings lately, not just in mine but in other people's readings, this energy of cycles being completed. I get it in my personal readings, you know, a lot of people sort of completing phases in their life for whatever reason. So it's very, very sort of, I want to say, dominant in the universe at the moment. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card which talks about seeds being sown some time ago. It's sort of like showing you waiting on something to bear fruit, something to come to maturity here. The Seven of Pentacles is very much this card of it's patience and it's waiting, but it also implies that whatever you've done here, you've been waiting a while for. It's already fruiting. All right, and then we have the Six of Pentacles coming up. That's really interesting. See how I feel something is going to happen. We've got from the 7 to the 6. So it's almost like one of those fruits, one of those things that you planted, those pentacles, those little fruits, is about to either come forth with the Ace of Pentacles, or burst forth with a new opportunity with the Wheel of Fortune. But whatever way it is, something is about to come at you here because you've been creating with the universe. Now we have the Five of Pentacles behind that, which makes it really interesting. So there is something here that is coming forth for you that perhaps you've either given up on or feel like you've put a lot of energy into it and it hasn't got to where it needed to be. Now, sometimes we can wait a long time for things to come to maturity. Sometimes we can put our wishes and desires out there, but it takes a long time for them to come. And not only that, but not always do they come in the shape, size, or whatever that you wanted them to come in. So the Five of Pentacles for me is saying there is something coming towards you, quite possibly via a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and here she is handing that very same pentacle to you. So a lot of Pentacles energy this morning, something perhaps to do with work, money. I will have a peek behind that. The Hermit is there. That Taurus energy coming through very strongly. You have someone here who's coming in to make some sort of offer, more Pentacles here, after making some sort of decision. I feel like whoever this is making this offer may have decided, maybe it's a job, maybe you came down to the last two people, maybe you have been trying to go somewhere and you haven't been able to sort of crack the barrier that's held you back. But whatever's happening here, you are now creating with the universe, and I feel like something is about to come forth for you. Again, it could be to do with money. You could be waiting on money. It doesn't feel like courts or settlements, but it may be a good result from a court or settlement. It could certainly be a job. It could definitely be the offer of a new relationship, if that's what you've been asking for. The universe is about to provide. All right, so we have the Star card coming through. So the Star card represents Aquarius. The Star energy is beautiful because it talks about healing, but it also talks about us learning to have faith and trust in the universe, faith and trust in our journey, understanding that whatever's on our path is part of our destiny, that we have already written that long before we came to the planet. So when the Star comes forth, I always think, you know, you are aligned with whatever's coming your way. And I feel like here, especially with that Wheel of Fortune up the front, you are ready to receive. All right, Eight of Cups coming through. So it may be that something in the past disappointed you, because I see you walking away from something before. And I got the energy with that sort of Seven of Pentacles that maybe you've been waiting a long time for something. Maybe you've got to the point with that particular thing where you feel like it's not going to do anything and you've chosen to walk away. This can mean, for example, if you've put out to the universe to start a new career and it didn't happen when you thought it would, you have walked away from that to look for something new. Now, the Eight of Cups is never a card of walking away from something permanently. It doesn't have that Six of Swords energy for me. It's not a complete walking away. The Eight of Cups for me is going in search of something new so that you can build on your Eight of Cups. You're not satisfied where you are and you're building. So something here you are now looking for because what you wanted previously hasn't come in like you wanted it to, I want to say. It still was working in the background. See, now this is exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like for some of you, this is about a love interest. And I feel like in the past, you may have felt this person was destined for you. You may have felt that you had something really strong and potent with this person. There is definitely a feeling of that with the Star card here. But then I see this Two of Cups coming forth after the Eight of Cups. So something in the past here wasn't manifested in a time that you felt was reasonable. Now, sometimes we can be very, very impatient with that Seven of Pentacles too. So it might be that it was taking too much time. It might be that it was taking more time than you expected it to. But whatever it is, you're walking away now. And then we have the Two of Cups. So I feel like you're walking towards something now. But the question is, again, we often manifest what we think is right for us, and the universe has another idea. All right, let's have a look. And we have the Chariot. So you may be putting your energy into a Cancer here. The Chariot's a card that does talk about forward movement. But as I always say, the Chariot implies too, and the traditional meaning of it is getting your opposing forces into line. So I feel like here, if you are moving forward, it's because now you have decided that you've put enough energy into something that you wanted that hasn't come forth. So it's like I've done all I can, I'm letting go, I'm trusting the universe, I'm moving forward here with this Chariot. Nice energy. Okay, I'm putting all the energy into me. I am going to build my career. I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to do the work I feel like I need to do. Whatever I'm doing here, it is making me look very attractive. You're looking great. So whatever you're doing here, you really are building yourself up. So you're not wasting the time. You're focused on the future here with the Three of Wands, waiting now for a ship to come in. And that sits right over that Two of Cups. So I feel like that's what you're waiting for. And there, brand new beginning with the Ace of Swords. I really love this particular Ace of Swords. I think it's really beautiful. They all are beautiful. But this particular one for me, sort of out of the sheath like that, just makes it feel like it's ready to go. Some sort of truth is coming towards you here. Something that's going to help you rebuild or build a new beginning. Definitely has to do with love here, because we have the Lovers card and we also have the Two of Cups. So I'm feeling like here we are talking about love for many of you. I feel like you were waiting on someone, but you've sort of let it go now and you've really invested in yourself. Could be waiting on a Leo, Sag or Aries with that Queen of Wands energy. And we have the Three of Cups at the end here. So I'll do a bit of clarifying on this. The Three of Cups talks about celebration. Something is coming towards you here that you're going to celebrate. No doubt about it whatsoever. Something that you've waited for, that you gave up on. Perhaps you moved away from it, but now you're getting the opportunity here with the Three of Cups. I feel like for many of you this is love, but for others of you this may be work with all the Pentacles up the front. But I feel more, not so much work, more career. Or something that you've put a lot of energy into. So if you've been working really hard at something for a long time and you're ready to give up because it hasn't taken flight, I want to say to you, push. Just push that little bit harder here, because whatever you've been doing is about to take off here with this Three of Cups. All right, let's have a quick look. So we have the lovely Wheel of Fortune coming through, saying that something is about to turn. Something you planted in the past is about to bear fruit for you. You have co-created this with the universe. Now I see you being disappointed with this and possibly walking away with the Pentacle here, thinking, well, if this is all I can take, this is the lesson, this is the experience, this is all I need from what I have invested, and I'm happy just to take the one piece. It's like planting that lime tree, and you start the beginning of the season and it's plumb with so many little tiny limes, and it gets to the end of the season, you've got one little lime left and then it drops off, but you've grabbed the last one here. I feel like you're doing a lot of investing in yourself because of this disappointment. There may be some sort of, and that's the energy I'm getting again. So it's like you're getting some sort of offer from something that may have been something you tried to manifest in the past. But to be honest with you, it doesn't feel like the same thing. And I'm feeling like that's why Spirit always says when I do this, you know, be careful what you wish for. Because sometimes we are so intent on something that we miss other opportunities. And what happens then is we end up with another opportunity, which is somewhat better, maybe even much more magnificent than what we wanted. But because we've been focused on that one thing, we've slowed down the process. And I feel like that's what's happened here. I'm just going to have a quick look with some new cards and see. Oh, there it is. Remember I said at the beginning, there is some new beginning being offered here. I feel like here, because it isn't the very thing you asked for, you may have to stop for a moment. I can see him looking very intently here at the Ace of Pentacles. It's very possible here that you've taken time out to decide, okay, so we have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person here. I feel really strongly, like what this is saying is there's somebody from your past that you wished for or you wanted in your life. And again, it could be something more tangible, didn't come forth. I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, you're now being given that pentacle you were waiting for. I feel like many of you dealing with a water sign. There is something more here. I just want to... Page of Cups, the offer, High Priestess. I feel there's something going on here. Yeah, I feel like this offer you're getting is not the one you wanted. The High Priestess for me talks about secrets. Sometimes she doesn't want to show you her hand. The offer is here with the Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, but we've got this energy in the middle that maybe isn't exactly what you asked for. It may be a different person, it may be a different situation, it may be a different job, whatever it is, but it's definitely not what you asked for. All right, we'll read an oracle card for you. Oh, and there it is. Okay, so we have a new earth coming through here. So let's have a look. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Don't give up now. You're closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold the frequency of a new age when it feels so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. This is your sign that you are facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of all things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds, dream them into experience. Don't lose faith, keep your focus fixed. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is about dreaming. Keep focusing on your dreams. Don't give up yet. Because even if this comes in a different shape, even if this is a different person, it is exactly what you've asked for. So somehow or another, the universe is saying to you here, we are working in the background. We are going to provide you. Don't lose faith. You are still on the right track. Keep going. If for some of you, this is waiting for a business to take off or a career to take off, you are right on the threshold of a new beginning. Don't give up. Thank you.